Um, Hello everyone, my name is TheFamousPotato. I am the community manager for StyLiS Studios, and also I help out a lot with CPFL, but we'll discuss that later. Whenever you want to ask your next questions, man.
Alright. What is your name? Oh yeah, you said that of course. So disregard that. What is your role in StyLiS Studios?
My role in StyLiS Studios is basically to move around staff, control the staff flow versus how many admins moderators we have. I assign them tasks. I do a lot of stuff when it comes to the community, the people. I ask a lot of questions around. I get a lot of opinion, and I make the changes necessary to suit the public. We recently set out a poll and a survey for both CPFL and StyLiS, upon which I'm trying to get a decent opinion of from the public to make good decisions. So I'm basically the guy that I guess you could say I sort out a lot of issues, but I also trying to improve the community upon what it already is.
What is your role in CPFL?
My role in CPFL is basically, I guess you could say, we're more in a we're more in partnership when it comes to me with CPFL. I like to help out Proofy and now the council when it comes to when they need help with certain talents. I'll send off my staff and they'll help out with them. If there's anything I need to do, if I need to rally up people to get opinion from, anything when it comes down to it, just helping out, and that's all I'm there for.
Okay, so what is the affiliation or the link between StyLiS and CPFL as a whole?
The way I see it, the link between both communities, and I like to see us as one community, but when you come down to it, there are separate staff for both sides. I see it as we're working in a very tight partnership on the same TeamSpeak server. We help each other out a lot. So I'd say, yeah, we're in a very close bond, and I hope after season 1 we become even closer to make season 2 much better by using both sides more. So yeah, I guess we could say we're a very close partnership, but we're working on building that to, I guess you could say, the one joint community.
Right. What is CPFL's current state?
Hmm. I'd say from recent weeks, recent days even, they're very organized, but a lot of the time they can be a bit of a mess, and you would notice that on the staff chats on Skype, on their group chats. But all in all, I reckon the state of CPFL is very healthy. There are a few people who like to say otherwise, and I guess for those people, I could say is you need to be paying closer attention to the general morale and the general popularity that CPFL have, because they're actually very popular. They're doing their jobs right, and I'm assuming that anyone that really has a real negative opinion on the CPFL staff or CPFL in general hasn't really looked into it as much. But I'd say it's very healthy. It just needs a bit of work because it can be a little bit of a mess, which is why I'm here. I'm just helping clean up a little bit, which is why we're introducing a new leadership structure to CPFL, as I mentioned earlier. Um, and hopefully this will make it a bit more tidy, make it a bit more organized. That's all CPFL needs, just a bit more organization. But yeah, other than that, very healthy. I like
Yeah,
it.
I mean, the developers and the staff do what they do, but people still need to appreciate what they do, and they need to be patient. So I guess I can understand why people would disagree with with.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, with that in itself, I'd say if we didn't, if CPFL didn't have the developer support, which really much does, CPFL wouldn't be in the state it is right now. And I'm not saying that because the devs are my friends, blah blah blah. But in a very non-biased perspective, the devs are helping out CPFL a lot. Very just recently, Shaylin gave Proofy and everyone else access to VIP servers of a copy of Phantom Forces, which is what we're on right now. Um, but yeah, I think that the developers are very supportive. Buddy and Lito are both helping out now. Axis really wants to help out, so everyone's all the devs are pitching in, and I think it's really great to see people of this magnitude. You know, people like the devs of Phantom Forces, one of the most popular games on Roblox, helping out people to make something which it's not going to really benefit them as much. it's more benefiting the community.
Yeah,
So it's really great to see that from
definitely.
big people like developers.
Um, how will CPFL develop, and what will you foresee it to be?
I guess you could say it all comes down to how season one goes, and I foresee season one kicking off really well. I think we're gonna have a little bumps and bruises every now and then through season one, but I think that we're gonna work on it heaps throughout. We're gonna have to do a lot of improvisation, a lot of crash course testing, but let's just say season one goes off without a hitch, or even season one goes off fine. I think from there we're only going to get bigger. CPFL is only going to get bigger. StyLiS is only going to get bigger, and they're going to join together, and this will all be so much more than what we have right now. It's going to be, well, I guess with a lack of better words, awesome, and I can't wait for it because it's going to introduce more people with more unique talents. We need more requirements. We're looking at sponsorships. All these kind of things we need more people for. So if anyone who listens to this has a specific talent which they think was useful and they want to help out, please come on down. It only makes my, I guess you could say, foresight of this only stronger because help is the biggest thing that we could use for CPFL and StyLiS. So yeah, I think with the right help, I see CPFL growing to be one of the biggest giants when it comes to competitive play for Roblox, if not
Yeah.
the biggest.
Yeah, I kind of like foresee that in the future as well. I mean, it's probably, if not the best FPS game available on this platform, and
Oh,
so
100%.
much work is being put into the community and how it will develop in an actual competitive scene. And what I've heard is how people want to have like a lot of scrimmages in order to foresee or like change anything that might need to be changed when in an actual match. Which is why we have this. This is an advantage. We can use this in order to find out what we need and what we need to change. For example, Hacker told me, no, it was you, I'm not sure. Um, it's either you two who told me we need certain aspects to be implemented in VIP servers, which is why I think it was Hacker. He asked me for certain aspects which should be added in VIP servers in order to make it more competitive like, which makes it more suited towards a 5-on-5
Yep.
yeah
Um,
server.
these kind of things. So I'll just stop you there for a sec, just because you actually bring up a really good point and a really good topic. These kind of things that you're talking about, we actually discussed before CPFL came over to us and we merged a bit. We were actually in the midst of designing game modes, things that people can do. Example, we're going to have referees to be in spectator mode. Streamers are going to be in spectator mode. We're looking at the biggest possible way we could do this. We're going to be making a map dedicated to competitive play. We're going to get all the teams used to that map, so when come the scrimmages after that and season one comes through, everyone knows the map. Everyone can fine tune their knowledge on it, and it becomes I guess you could say a full-fledged competitive match. So yeah, we have been looking at a lot of things to make this better. We're not just going to do team deathmatch. It's going to be far from that. It's going
Yeah,
to be so much better.
CTF, domination, King of the
Yep.
Hill.
Things like
Just
that where it
curious.
requires team play.
Will Search and Destroy be in it? Because a lot of people have been asking me that, and I'm quite curious myself. So
With Search and Destroy, we are looking at all those kind of team games. We're looking at, as you said, CTF, domination, etc., etc. I can almost guarantee you that Search and Destroy will be in CPFL or in the competitive matches itself. Um, when it comes to scrimmages, though, that's going to take some time because that comes down to Shaylin, Lido, Axis, Buddy, a little bit. Basically, making these game modes. So all that will get tested through these scrimmages, all the new game modes such as Search and Destroy and everything else, which will all be discussed. I'm not going to 100% confirm, but I can almost guarantee. I know it sounds a bit contradicting, but I can foresee Search and Destroy being in competitive Phantom Forces League. And
okay,
that all has to come through testing on the scrimmages, which is why we need all the teams to kind of come along, pass over their rosters for their scrims, so we can test out everything. And it starts off with TDM on scrims, just so we can get the servers right. Then we work on everything else. So the scrims are basically a build-up to Season 1, as you can obviously see.
Alright. Looks like we have concluded then the questions. So, if there's anything you want to add, you can add it now.
Okay, sure. I've noticed throughout going through surveys, going through reviews, I've noticed a lot of people have gotten the wrong idea about me, and I'm not here to kind of redeem myself. I'm here to clarify things for you guys, for your sake. But I guess on my part, for the people who don't know me too well, I'm not that guy who likes to run around abusing power and yells at people. I'm that guy that stops that. I want to be that guy that you can come to if there's an issue, and I will get either someone on it straight away or I'll handle it myself. So, if you don't know me, please come on the TeamSpeak, come meet me, come talk to me. I'm more than happy to chat to you. If you've got questions, not as much related to the game because I'm not a developer, but relating to anything to do with the community or myself, please come along and ask. Oh, and right at the end of the match.
Yeah, that's convenient.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for being here and
And thank you.
and participating in this interview.
Awesome. Thank you.